Welcome to Anibros.
Welcome to Anibros.
We are the bros.
Mm-hmm.
We've always been the bros.
You always say we're the bros.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's the next part, logically, to the intro.
I mean, obviously, who else are the Anibros going to be?
That's what I've been saying. Hey, you, listener, follow us on Twitter. That's really important.
Why should they follow us on Twitter?
Because if they follow us, they get to listen to our little fun tweets.
Yeah, when
All
Jack
day.
has commentary of every anime he's watching at the moment.
Yeah.
And he gives you cute little screen caps of it, too.
I don't even comment on everything.
Enough of them.
Any other things?
I interrupted your thing.
I had my spiel and you ruined it.
Yeah. Don't ruin spiels.
Sorry.
All right. So, after you've gotten done liking us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. No, follow us. Okay, let's start this over.
Laven's our social media expert.
Yep.
You got to follow, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to our RSS feed, and all of that can be done from our website, which is anibrospodcast.com. And also, in addition to that, you can listen to us on YouTube at youtube.com/anibrospodcast. And there you'll find our episodes with fun little pictures.
If you want, that's really like, the poor man's Anibros.
Well, sometimes you get some little bonus content.
Hey, if you want, I can, edit videos with pictures to them, to the podcast, honestly.
So it switches pictures every few, whatever?
Yeah, whenever it, to, something important. You can give me that job, I don't care. I don't have a whole bunch of stuff to do, so,
You know what? You can do that then if you want. Just go ahead and download all of our old episodes and make videos of them.
Okay, I can try to do that. We'll see how that functions.
And until that gets done, everyone else just subscribe to our RSS. It'll automatically send you a magic update whenever we post a new episode.
It's magic.
That's how you're supposed to listen to podcasts, people. RSS.
With my Toka Magiphone.
Yep.
That I like to hear.
Phone.
Was that what it was called?
It's probably something.
It was just phone, but that's what.
It was just
Oh,
called.
that's right. I remember.
Yeah,
It's just phone.
phone
Phone.
by Apple.
Actually, it was.
It was
not,
by Japan.
It was not for iPhones. It was for Androids.
It wasn't for iPhone at all.
No,
0%.
no. I
iPhone,
looked it
so-
up. It only works.
That
for
does make
Android
sense
phones.
because I'm trying to think of some customizable thing you could get that's non-proprietary from
Yeah.
Apple. That's pretty hardcore to lock down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess Monica Magica wouldn't have the magic authority to just change all that. Whatever, Apple, we can make our GUI look however we want.
Corporations are more powerful than that.
But no, Apple's very closed software, closed hardware, closed-minded.
Yeah.
They are. It's tough.
I don't know who would ever use one of their products.
Speaking of Madoka, you know how basically Rebellion was submitted to the Oscars to be nominated. It was not nominated.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be.
They don't get it.
It's no Miyazaki.
Yeah, exactly. When you're up against Miyazaki, it's well,
Might as well give up.
yeah, really.
Might as well not even make anime.
I kind of wanted it to be nominated at the very least, but especially since what did end up getting on there was pretty stupid. There was the Croods and Turbo. Apparently, those were more worthy
Yeah.
as being best animated feature nominees.
That's the Oscars for you.
Beavis and Butthead Do America. Just a surprise comeback.
What, from 1990 something?
Yeah. Blu-ray re-release. Some sort of some they changed like enough of the running time so it counts as a new movie.
Go for it. Actually, there was something kind of like that with the Digimon movie where they spliced together 3 different Digimon movies into one feature-length movie and rewrote the plot so that it could accommodate all 3 of them together.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, basically, because they ended up changing so much of the plot, according to all the voice actors' contracts, the movie no longer counted as a dub and counted as a brand new original product. So they had to be paid more because it was now no longer considered a dub.
That sounds like a scam made up union that has the voice actors in it.
I guess that makes sense, though.
Yeah, that is definitely the whole union thing.
So you get paid less for voice acting something that already has been voice acted before?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
dub. It's a foreign
Like
language.
localization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why should you get paid less? You're still providing voices to characters.
It's kind of like an accessibility thing more so than a creation thing.
Yeah, and with dubs, that's more of a niche thing than say something that's produced in your native tongue from the get-go.
Yeah.
Well, the Digimon movie it's not about being niche or not. They got paid more for that, even though it was still an anime.
Well, yeah, but again, it's because the script got changed so much that it no longer counted as a dub. It counted as a completely new product.
Mm-hmm.
I can see why the script writers would get paid more.
Not really.
Everyone gets paid more.
Maybe that's it.
It's the bracket.
You never know. Some voice actor just gets their check one day, is like, hey, why is this one more? And their manager's like, oh, I guess it counted as an original work, even though you're still, matching mouth flaps to Japanese kids. He's like, okay.
I guess so. Sure, but
Who am I acting as tonight? Evil purple cloud. All right, let's go.
that would be a great job because you probably don't have to match lip flaps to that at all.
Oh, you do.
Clouds have mouths, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever stared long and hard at the sky. I have.
It's based on Gene Simmons, so he's got that tongue, too. You gotta match that.
Yeah.
Oh, right. It's an anthropomorphic cloud. Never mind.
Yeah. Didn't sell that well.
That was the title, Anthropomorphic Cloud.
Kids will rush to the theater to see that.
I did. Me and 3 other kids. Yeah, Saturday morning comic, but
Saturday morning
they
comic.
did their best to adapt.
Okay.
So how's your Thanksgiving?
We're in January. We're
I ate
still
a lot of
talking about
turkey.
this?
It was pretty nice. There's mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce.
We're going to keep asking this until we get to the next Thanksgiving, aren't we?
This is a good conversation starter, Wilma.
Why do we have to know about this right now?
Well, it's a good meal.
I am aware of
I like
this,
hearing
but,
about other people's experiences.
it's January. We're long past the point of Thanksgiving
Well, I'm
even
sorry.
mattering.
I guess I don't care very much about your Thanksgiving then. Maybe I'll never ask again.
Yeah, don't. I already told you.
Oh, that's cold.
Not especially. I
Not
don't
as
really
cold as
care.
the leftover turkey in the fridge.
You guys should heat that up,
There's always that one holiday that I was like, I can do without.
That's pretty
The
anti-patriotic.
one holiday you can do without,
What about MLK Day?
not unlike all of the others that are super important to your life.
What about Easter?
Easter, I can also do
What about
without.
Labor Day?
I don't even count Labor Day as an actual holiday.
Whoa!
I don't even know
Just
what it's
speaking up for the unions 4 seconds ago.
I don't even. Well, I didn't know what Labor Day was, honestly, and
Do you still not?
not especially
As of
no.
this-
But apparently, it has something to do with unions.
Has to do with labor.
I am
It's
aware.
not Pat Labor Day.
Oh, do you guys see the live action Pat Labor movies coming out?
Yeah.
Live action Pat Labor.
Well, when it comes out, I'll be more excited. You know how many live action adaptations get announced for things?
Yeah. It's for freaking everything. I see all the time.
I'm still waiting for Cowboy Bebop the movie to
Aren't they working on it? Wasn't I saw some pictures of people in the robots and everything.
That
was Alien 2.
I don't really. Oh, they're using the Karatas in that movie. Apparently,
Yeah, that thing.
that is
what I've been
super
saying.
cool. If they're using the Karatas for the Pat Labors, that's like actually having a mech on screen as opposed to CGI.
Well, you know how I love CGI and how I feel it should be in more things.
Okay.
Yeah, and
That's what I've been saying. I mean, I'm glad they made a good decision.
Exactly. Wait, what?
what was that?
A good decision for what? To not use CGI?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, that's what I thought too. I get the feeling it's going to be kind of expensive because Karatas costs like $1 million for just the basic model.
Now, is that a real life thing or is that a transformer?
Oh, no? Yeah, the Karatas is like an actual like mech that you can buy and
Well,
order. It's basically a giant glorified car, but it looks like a mech, and you can shoot like little BB bullets with it.
Yeah, it's really just a novelty that isn't functional in any way, shape, or form.
Does it walk?
And you can have it, and it costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
How's it move?
It doesn't really walk. It has wheels on these moving legs.
Well, apparently they're like modifying that Karatas.
It's basically like a Rock'em Sock'em robot, like just on wheels that can skate around.
Mm-hmm. Apparently it's only going to be like an extra in it. Never mind. It's not going to be the actual Pat Labors.
No, the labors are obviously going to be CG.
Yeah.
It would be stupid to put them in this like dumb mechanical contraption that somebody made and be like, all right, that's my set. That's the set for the whole blockbuster.
Or like the president of the movie, he's like, all right, set designers, come over here. We need mechs. Sir, those don't exist. Well, hurry up and build them. We need to make this movie on schedule. And they just invent mechs like for the movie, and then after the movie, they're like, well, let's go ahead and sell this now that we made it.
Well, with movie budgets ballooning up to insane levels as they are, they might as well just start building actual mechs in their movies.
That's what the movie will be remembered by. Nobody will remember the movie. It's just like they wanted mechs in the movie, so they invented mechs, and now the world has them.
Yeah, it's like James Cameron inventing 3D for Avatar.
It'd be like, instead of
Same
developing new CGI technologies, which we don't need, how about develop mechs, which we definitely do need?
Yeah, but which one's easier?
Inventing a new product, come on. Easily.
You gotta grab that low-hanging fruit when you can.
No, how about strive forward for the best in science?
I'll do you one better. How about you aim for the top?
Yeah, aim for the top.
That's the period.
Gunbuster. Top one, not it, and then blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's the title. What are we talking about today?
I don't really know.
What anime have you guys been watching?
Nothing.
Yeah, 0%.
What are you talking about? Nothing.
We saw nothing.
You guys are lying.
Okay, hold on. Whoa, let's go back. What is the show where old Flash Anime McGee talks to her desk mate about building weird stuff? What show is that called?
Willis, do you know what he's talking about at all?
I have no clue.
All right,
Try again, Laven.
Make it more specific. Let's try this again.
The only Flash animation anime thing I can think of that we've seen is One-chan ga Kita, and we have not seen any more of that because why would we ever?
It's probably
I'm
not,
caught up on that.
but I'm thinking,
What?
that's awful.
It's so short.
That shouldn't be the excuse for watching it, that it's so short.
Yeah.
I'm talking about where the girl has a desk neighbor who is constantly...
Tonari no Seki-kun?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I am not caught up on that.
No,
but we did
watched
start it.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn funny.
It's super hilarious. Vertical just licensed the manga.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice. Well, oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, Tonari no Seki-kun is super hilarious, and I'm pretty glad there's an anime for it, but it's kind of too bad it's only 10 minutes.
That's the two baddest part.
Yeah, but it's okay. We just wait 2 weeks, and then we get a full episode. Yeah, this show's really funny. It actually had me, like, laughing, rolling on the floor at one point.
I thought I would have to get the EpiPen.
What part was that?
Basically when, like, she was going nuts about his whatever the hell was going on shogi game.
Oh,
yeah.
the shogi, yeah.
I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
Those are the best ones when she gets invested in it.
Yeah.
It's a great show.
We
It's
haven't
fantastic.
caught up on a whole lot of other things.
Well, Willis, I know you've been watching Sakura Trick for one.
Do you really want me to talk about that show?
Yeah, we do, obviously.
Yeah, I watched it. Let's talk about it.
All right, fine.
Now, I'm going to guess what happens.
Uh-huh.
Tell me the title again.
Sakura Trick.
Sakura Trick?
Yes.
All right. So, we got cherry blossoms. It's okay.
Yes,
so it's
yes. You're blazing hot.
All right. I'm gonna. Can you tell me the genre of show it is?
Nope. Just keep guessing elements of the show.
All right. So obviously there's some school times going down.
Yes. Cherry blossoms and high school all in one.
It's going to be the start of a new year, and
Yes.
they want to try trick. They want to try something new.
Oh yes.
Honestly, yes.
Okay. So while the cherry blossoms are falling, they come up
In the classroom, yes.
with a new plan
Yes.
to Man, this is when it can take several different paths.
Go ahead and be broad. Go ahead and be broad.
We've been describing it in the most vague terms where it could apply to almost any show.
Oh, okay, all
But
right.
now what is it actually about?
He
No.
or she
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
wishes that they were in love with somebody.
Yes.
All right. And the only plausible way to get this to work out is if they go through some elaborate scheme that could be contrived as a trick.
Colder.
Not especially. No.
All right, yeah, that last one was a stretch. I wasn't sure how to get trick in here. But I knew it would have the rest of those things.
You got really friggin' close, honestly.
All right.
Honestly, I don't know where the trick comes from either.
Oh, is it like Golden Time where it doesn't actually matter about the title?
Oh,
Yeah.
Funny thing about Golden Time. I just want to say this one thing, then we'll drop it. The title,
It had significance in the next episode?
kind of, but only if you know, like, Golden Time. I'm just going to tell you this because it's not spoiling anything and it's not from the show.
No, Golden Time is in terms of, like, Japanese culture.
You do?
Yeah, it's like,
It's like a golden shower.
no. I did a little bit of reading, and apparently from what I found, it was, like, the best hour of the day for, like, radio hosts, because, like, that's when, like, more people tuned in to, like, listen to it.
Oh, that's not what I found at all.
Did they ever?
Well, hold
There's
on.
no possible way they could be going to lead this up to a radio program.
Well, hold on.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't think so. I know it probably hasn't. Like, if it was linked to that, it was only going to be like tangentially.
Guys, out of Bonry becomes a DJ.
No, like
That's the whole
that's
plan.
where Golden Week comes from. Like they called it that because like it was after Golden Time, like which like that was the highest period of the day, like where like they would
You say
have.
that's where Golden Week comes from?
Yeah, but that's where the term Golden Week comes from. It's based on the radio slang Golden Time, which is like, this is the time of the day where the most listeners tune in. This is where we have our highest ratings.
Oh.
And like, it's called
The
Golden
highest
Time.
ratings when all of their off holidays are like. in
Yeah, I was
the
going to
same
say Golden Week is because of all the holidays.
It's just,
week. You just said Golden Week.
yeah, I know. That's where, like, it was a similar kind of, like, they just decided to call it that based off of that. And it just is, like, with Golden Week, it was like all of the holidays happen to be together, which I guess kind of fits into that, because, like, when you have so much free time, you can just spend it doing whatever, and one of those might be just be listening to the radio.
That might be too much of a stretch. I don't think I buy it.
This is what I read here on
Wikipedia that I edited to trick you.
It has a source. It has sources cited.
Laven, you don't even know how to edit Wikipedia. Don't lie to him.
I definitely learned.
Here is Google Translate page all about Golden Week.
Anyway, we're trying to talk about Golden Time.
Should we try and talk about soccer trick?
Well, yeah. But
Okay.
like, time.
No,
So just
I-
say that first, or do you? Or well, I don't know.
No,
No,
let's finish this freaking Golden Time hole.
I hate this.
Okay, Golden Time is, from what I read, which is a very reputable message board, is like the moment of time in between getting like in an accident or like injured or something and then dying.
Oh,
Oh.
makes sense.
Hmm.
It makes a lot more sense than this crazy radio theory
Well, that's just where I read it,
or
and
Golden Week. Yeah, great job. That's
Well,
good research.
thank you.
Not
right.
you.
I was thanking Jack, not you, for applauding my research, which I know was wrong, and like I can see that. I am thanking you, Jack, for getting much more reliable information. than
Okay.
Yeah, don't mind it.
Soccer trick.
me. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about it specifically, Jack?
Well, hold on. I want to know the plot.
There isn't much of one. Basically, there are these two friends who've been like together since like they were kids, and they're going to this high school, and apparently this high school is going to be shut down like in 3 years. So like they're the first years, they're going to be like the last new class of like the school. And basically, now that they're in high school, they basically want to like strengthen their relationship because like now they're growing up and everything, and they want to still be together. And so
Typical Japanese lore.
yeah,
Now that they're, girls
Yeah.
in an anime,
yeah,
you
and then it kind of ends up just being a
A big trick.
big.
Yeah?
Not really. They
Oh.
just get together and sort of become girlfriends.
So it's like K-On, but there's no music. So like K-On.
No.
No,
So like, what is it like?
It's unlike any show I have seen before.
true either for me.
No.
Not
This-
for Willis, of course.
I don't believe it at all.
Oh god damn!
I am surprised they allowed this kind of thing on TV.
Are you serious?
I am semi-serious.
Yuri before.
I have not. Not this hardcore.
I should have known.
We said this last time.
Well, I thought it was just going to be incest.
No, there's no incest here.
Well, that's new.
It's just they happen to be lesbians, all of them.
The hip new trend is to not have incest.
Well, now the hip new trend is to be lesbians.
No,
I don't
that's not-
know. There is a sister in there. We can't count that out yet.
I don't think she's going to have feelings for her own sister.
I think
especially-
at the rate things are escalating, I can't make that call.
I think at the rate things are escalating, she's just going to be the kind of person who's just like my sister has a girlfriend. What is this? This is so weird. I don't get it.
Maybe she tricks her sister into having sex with her. And that's where
You're
the
trying
trick
to
comes from.
really the trick thing in, aren't you?
Well, they need to accurately title their shows.
Well, okay then. How does Kill la Kill fit into the?
Lots of killing.
No, nobody is killed.
It's true. Lots of violence. Killing is like violence.
No.
The show's not over yet, so there could be
Right.
a lot of death.
Well, there's also
Actually, there is too a lot of death. Like there's the walls just like explode and like villagers get killed.
I'll give you this one that like it's also read as kiru da kiru, which is Japanese for cut.
Yeah, that makes more sense. It's probably a play on words.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's probably. You can't rule out that it's not.
No, that's what they said.
Well,
So,
I didn't hear it, so I'm just going to say you're wrong.
anyway, you're surprised they can get away with the stuff on Japanese TV?
Yeah, what was
Have
up
you
with
not?
that?
Yeah, I mean, you guys know me. I watch all those shows, right?
Yeah, I know.
I watch those slice of life.
Yeah.
And there's always implied things and overtones and undertones. But this show, everyone is just full on, just an entire scene will be two girls making out.
Yeah.
Just laying on the floor of the classroom making out.
Mm,
And it's like, there's not really jokes. I guess there's some jokes. But I mean, this show just takes it to a whole nother level.
you're really surprised about this, Jack, and like honestly, like there's been so much more extreme on Japanese TV before. I'm not sure why this is shocking.
Like what? What's been on TV? Not an OVA or something.
I know. There's been like the Ghost in the Shell standalone complex series.
They never make out.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
There's been Rin, Daughters of Namazani.
That was on TV.
That was the OVA, I thought.
No, it's not an OVA. It was aired on a satellite channel.
Okay, a satellite channel. That's like Showtime for us.
Well, maybe this is on a satellite channel.
Elfen Lied.
But yeah, that aired here. Come on.
No, I'm not talking about violence. I'm talking about explicit girl on girl.
There was Kanazuki no Miko, which was that, and there was a whole bunch of other Yuri anime. Like, I can list off so many.
Did their boobs
Strawberry
touch?
Panic. What?
Did their boobs touch?
In Kanazuki no Miko, kinda, yeah.
In Sakura Trick, everything touches.
Yeah,
Everything
in
touches?
Sakura Trick, everything touches.
Did they blur out the parts that?
Nope.
Oh,
There's no nudity yet.
yeah.
But, like, I don't know. This seems like the kind of show that probably wouldn't go that direction. But, like, I don't know.
No, probably not on screen, but I wouldn't be surprised in a couple episodes they'd be walking out of their bedroom in their underpants,
Maybe?
What
I
is
don't
this
know.
show just about? Just two lesbians hanging out?
It is about...
It's about like 4 of them, and then they're 2 so far normal friends.
Hey.
I don't have high hopes that they'll stay straight.
And why is that so, like, bad? Like,
I'm not saying it's bad at all. I'm just shocked and awed.
It's getting defensive.
Well,
He needs to
I'm just...
justify his lesbian love.
I just... I just want to know, like, I just want to say that, like, so what? Gay, straight, bi, whatever. Like, there's nothing like wrong or weird about that. Like,
Nobody said it was wrong or weird. It's my favorite show. I watch it like the second it comes out.
Why do you even got to bring it up?
Wait, what? You?
Me, yeah. I'm enjoying it. I watch every episode the second it comes out.
Wow.
I like Slice of Life. I like the director. It's the same director as Hitamari's Sketch. And they use like all the same sound effects.
Well, I haven't really seen Hitamari's Sketch, but it does have some really weird, quirky things about the direction in it. But it's all right, I suppose.
If you don't like Slice of Life, you wouldn't like Hitamari's Sketch, because it's basically this show, but they aren't in love with each other.
Well, then I don't have much of a reason to watch it then.
He's saying the lesbians are the only thing that keep him interested in that show.
Not especially. I mean, honestly, like, it is sort of falling into that thing where, like, by episode 3, I'm not sure I'm, like, digging it. It's the same thing I started feeling when I was watching Sasameki Koto, where it was, like, it was interesting at first, and now it's getting kind of boring.
But this is not dramatic at all.
No, this is not dramatic like Sasameki Koto was. This is much more comedic, which is okay. I don't know. It just seems to me that, like, most of the good Yuri stuff is manga. Like, there's not very many good animes, but this one's okay, I guess, is what I'm saying.
It's definitely Yuri, so if you're into that or want to find out if you're into it, check it out.
Yeah, go right ahead for
I don't
it.
like the opening or the ending. Just annoying songs. I don't like a lot of openings and endings from this season.
They're just sort of whatever songs.
I like the OP to Space Dandy.
Oh, I like the ending to Space Dandy. I forgot. Yeah, I watched one episode of that.
I like both of the songs in that. I actually like almost the entire soundtrack of that show.
Yeah, me too. I like I've only seen the first episode, but that super long like funk song that was playing while they're on the planet getting chased by the aliens.
Yeah. It's all like that. It's great.
It's a good show. I want to watch more of that. I really like how the first episode ended with them dying and it's like the end.
Yeah. They don't really follow up with that after that, though.
I love it.
It's wacky.
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't want a show to take itself seriously.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't.
Like freaking, well, are you guys caught up with Samurai Flamenco?
No, not especially.
Are you just one behind then?
Yeah, just the 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
So Samurai Flamenco, they have to like evacuate the city because there's like 65,000 bad guys or something.
And then Red Axe guy ran away, so...
It just gets ridiculous.
I don't deny that. 1, because it's Sentai. 2, because this show has a tendency to throw a twist at you every, like, other episode.
Yeah, they're gonna run out of twists at this rate. I mean, I don't know what's left after this.
I honestly don't know how I feel about this show. Because, like, I love it, and at the same time, I hate it.
Yeah, kind of same here.
I'm not that interested in it anymore. I liked it in the beginning.
Yeah, same here. I loved it in the beginning, but now it's like it's taken the joke too far, and it's like, are you guys serious about this? Like, you're being all dramatic about 65,000, goofy guys.
You can have Sentai take itself seriously. I've seen it before, but, like...
I thought it was supposed to be like a parody of superheroes, not like a serious take on the genre.
Yeah. That's kind of what's weirding me out too, is that, like, it seems to be, like, constantly hopping back and forth between parody and taking itself seriously, and I don't know, it's like, I just wanted to pick one at this point.
Yeah. Well, maybe it'll all pay off in the end, because I'm still waiting on trying to figure out who the heck Red Axe is.
Right.
And kind of that guy's girlfriend. I kind of forgot about her. I thought she was going to be important by now.
Oh, the policeman's boyfriend? I mean, girlfriend?
Yeah.
Well, he does have Masayoshi. He seems to hang out with him an awful lot.
They're bros.
Yeah. So they say.
No, Goto's got all kinds of girls all over him. He's got a freaking Mari living at his house.
Yeah, definitely.
Goto.
They have to use her for something. His cell phone girlfriend. Like, if they don't, like, then that's really disappointing, because, like, she ended up just being a nothing character then.
Yeah, they're on the edge, but they could bring it back, or it could just slide into a super forgettable dumb show.
Mm-hmm.
You guys watch any new shows?
Besides Space Dandy? No.
I've been watching a ton of them.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, you did, huh?
Well, I saw that you were watching a whole bunch of things, and like there was one other thing I was wanting to talk about that I saw, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. Oh, right. We both started watching Silver Spoon.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Good call. We did watch that show. How far did we get into that show?
we got 2 episodes into it to keep going.
That was a good show.
That was a really good show.
Yeah,
I heard it's good.
First 2 episodes.
Yeah.
They were really
Like,
nice.
Like, honestly, this was like the kind of show I thought Non Biori was going to be like.
Exactly.
And like, because like it's but also something that's sort of based in the country. Basically, like this kid goes to what is essentially like a farming high school.
Agriculture.
It's like a trade school,
yeah.
but it's a high school.
Yeah, and like he
It's
just
also like a boot camp kind of too.
kinda, yeah. And it's just like it's actually really funny and really
Just peaceful.
yeah.
But also kind of there's like tense parts, but like because the plot. But
Mhm.
it's not really that. It's pretty laid back. It's a nice
Yeah.
watch. It's not that intense.
Mm-hmm.
And it's continuing this season, right?
Yeah, we're getting caught up on the last season, and we need to do that so that we can watch what's coming out this season.
Yeah, I'm sure we can burn through like 3 or 4 episodes a night.
Yeah,
Of
definitely.
that show.
Sure thing. Like it's pretty good. It's actually by the same person who did Full Metal Alchemist.
Yep.
I wouldn't have been
Yeah.
able to tell that just by
Yeah,
watching.
I know. It's a completely different kind of
Like-
show.
Like no, everything is different.
Yeah. It like I can see it in the character designs though.
I can't. That's the thing I was thinking about. I'm like, the art doesn't look the same.
A couple like you even pointed out there was one guy who looked like
Oh
Armstrong.
yeah, Armstrong. Okay.
And it was just like you were just like there's our General Armstrong apparently
think-
and it said like yeah, it's the same person.
I'm pretty sure I remember at that time you exactly when you revealed to me that the director was the same is like right when he popped up on the screen.
Well, no, like the original creator, not the director.
Or that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like as soon as you said that, like the Armstrong character pops up and I was like, oh.
Like yeah, right there it was. But yeah, like clearly Full Metal Alchemist was like the like fantasy whatever shonen thing, but this was a show that like because apparently Hiromu Arakawa like grew up on a dairy farm, and so she's like applying her knowledge of that to like make a manga about agriculture, and it's pretty good.
I wonder if there's like some sort of crazy shortage in Japan where not enough people are becoming farmers.
Maybe.
So they need to like entice just at least 4 or 5 kids into doing this.
I think it might just be because there are a lot of farms in Japan, and I think it might just be stories coming from people who, went to agriculture high school or whatever. Because there's another show, a new one this season called No Rin, and it's the exact same setting. Like they're at a school for farming and ranching,
I do know.
There's a lot of farming going on this season, so
Yeah, I'll have to check out Silver Spoon.
yeah, it's pretty good. It's worth watching.
Hmm.
I think one that you guys should check out that I super liked, Hamtaro or Hamatora.
Yeah, Hamatora. It's just like, wait, there's a new season of talking hamsters this season?
Hamtaro season 2,
So what the joke was.
as it's known.
I don't think that has anything to do with agriculture.
No. No, I wanted to, and like I kept telling myself to, but then like I forgot about it. But yeah, is it worth it?
Yeah, it's definitely surprisingly really good. It's kind of like, I don't know, it seems like the kind of show that only I like and nobody else is gonna like or ever remember. There's a lot of shows like that, like K or Zetsu no Tempest or whatever. Or I guess Zetsu no Tempest had a manga, so they know that. But it's just an anime original about these guys who have like superpowers, kind of, and they run around like just fighting crime. They're like a detective agency, and they get like the overflow of what the police get. But there's also like a super bad guy who's going around killing the people who have powers. It's really awesome. It reminds me of like Gotcha Crowds or the anime K, if you've seen that.
It sounds pretty cool to me.
Yeah, I was really surprised. It's really awesome.
You know what Gatchaman Crowd, just to go off on a slight tangent, you know what Gatchaman Crowds kind of reminds me of? It's like if you took Super Sentai and merged it with The World Ends With You and just made beautiful combining love together with it. And that would be what that show was like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you played The World Ends With You?
No.
You need to. It's great. I don't know. That's just the feeling I got from it, from like the soundtrack and like the urban like city setting, and like the characters, something like that. If there's another show that's like that, like Hamatora, if like it's got cool superhero things going on in it, I can dig it.
Yeah, it's the same kind of thing. They're in the city and they are a team and they're all unique and they just go around, solving little crimes that always, escalate into a bigger crime. Like it always starts out with somebody like, oh, like I'm trying to open the safe. And then as they gather all the clues, they realize that it's like some guy's trying to steal the safe or something because the owner had an affair and then died or something.
Oh, like Conan or something, where there's like a great explanation of why they're doing what they're doing.
Kind of, but it's like really stylized better. Like just everything about it is really cool. I really like it.
Sounds super cool.
And then I watched Witchcraft Works.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
That's always good to hear.
It's saying something.
Yeah, it's saying something, at the very least.
Yeah, it's about the most popular girl at school. You know how everyone has to spend half the episode saying she is the most popular?
Mm-hmm.
And, obviously she falls in love or has to protect or both the normal main character who just wants to live a normal life. And they, fight evil, magic adventures. But it's really funny. They have a bunch of jokes in between, too.
Awesome. I love it when they do that.
And they did another joke about, like, somebody rides a llama to school. And it was just like Nichijou. It's like, you can't ride a llama to school. And she's like, the rules do not say you cannot.
Yeah, I saw that screenshot. It looked pretty funny.
I wonder, though, if it isn't just going to be stealing jokes from other shows, because you just mentioned it's apparently stole a joke from Nichijou, and then it stole another joke from Fooly Cooly. So, like, if it's just going to keep stealing jokes like that, then is it just going to be like a whatever Dane Cook of anime?
I don't know.
Or a Michael Mencia, or what other comedians are infamous for stealing jokes? I don't know. Those are the only two I know. You mentioned you saw Wake Up Girls.
Oh, yeah.
You said to me that like there was some controversy about it or something.
Did I? I'm trying to remember what the controversy is.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember too. It's just like you said, like, yeah, there's some controversy over that show, and I'm like, really?
I think the people making it or something posted on Twitter saying like, animators needed, looking for animators, we will pay, like all the team is dead tired, we need to hire more people to get the episode out next week.
So like it's very like sort of like a shoddy production where like they don't have a whole team that's like able to do stuff, or like they're being overworked or something.
I think it's the overworked part because the production is amazing. And also what they did that's really unique, it's how it's just a show this season, right? Just a regular 20 whatever minute show. But first week of the season, they came out with a hour-long movie to introduce the show, like episode 0, but it's a movie, and it's like movie quality, like, amazing animation.
Yikes.
Yeah. And that's what I watch. I haven't been watching the show, but I watched just the movie, and it was really cool.
So are you going to end up watching the show then?
Maybe. If I don't, it's not because I didn't like the movie, but it's just because I'm already watching a lot of things. I guess I should try it out. But the movie is, nice. It's like, it's another show about girls trying to be idols, but it's not fantasy or, Lev, remember when we watch Haikatsu?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like Idol Master or anything silly. It's really like just realistic and down to earth. And it's almost like watching like an idol garage band, They have like the management company is just like, pick the first 6 girls you can get in the door, and they're all different. And then like their first concert is like outside some stupid store, and then their last concert is like sharing the stage with some death metal band. It's very much like just like a poor like local idol group.
Yeah.
It's interesting to watch. I don't know, it's a really good movie. I like the movie, so I might watch the show.
If you liked the movie, you should probably give the show a shot. That's how I would do it.
I guess. I mean, it's not like, the greatest thing ever. It's still just girls wanting to be idols, but it
Right.
wasn't bad. Like if you like any part of that I described,
I might give it a shot, but whatever.
might as well watch the movie. It has a nice ending spot, but it also leaves enough open for a series.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, it's kind of unique for them to, and I think the movie's even on Crunchyroll. So they full on just gave people a movie and then it's like, yeah, watch our series too.
Okay.
Are you guys going to watch Nisekoi?
I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Is this the show Shaft's doing this season? The boy and the girl have to pretend to go out because their Yakuza families are at war.
Oh. Well, okay then.
I think that's been done before. Isn't that the plot of some other shows too?
I'm pretty sure that's the plot of, like, a couple of things, but,
I should have looked it up. I swear that's some other show. But it's not bad. Like, the story is kind of generic. Like, when the boy was a kid, like, some girl gave him a locket, and now he promised to hold on to it or whatever. But the direction is really fun because it's Shaft,
Yeah, well,
It's directed by Shimbo, so yeah.
Is there anything that Shaft does that isn't directed by Shinbo?
Yeah. The director for Sakura Trick. I can't remember his name, but he is like the other.
But that's like Dean, isn't it? Which I was actually really worried that the animation for that would be for this show would be terrible. But like, it's not horrible. It's like better than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
So I guess he has a better eye for it than most people at Studio Dean. They're pretty terrible. Kind of like when they did Pupa.
Are you still watching that?
I don't know why I am. It's honestly, like, really bad. Like, it's not even that, like, it's too violent or anything. It's just... this needs to be, like, a full episode series, not 4-minute episodes. Because, like, the plot of 3 episodes could have been done as a... Could have been... This is, like, the opposite thing of what I've been complaining about, is that, like, in most shows where, like, the shows get padded out and, like, they end up going way too long. This one needs to be stretched out way more and, like, have more things actually happen in one single full-length episode, because, like, they had 3 shorts that, like, could have just been one continuous episode.
Yeah,
together.
and waiting a week in between them.
Yeah. But, like, they don't do that, and it just comes off feeling really rushed and really confusing. And just is, like... Because, like, literally an episode will be a little bit of backstory, a little bit of angsting, and a little bit of violence. And then it's over. And it's like, what was I even supposed to get out of all that?
Is it as violent as they said?
They censored the ever-loving hell out of it, so... Because, like, anytime there's any, like, really gory shot, they just cover the screen in, like, a big black shadow. Honestly, that disappoints me, but, like, I guess for the more squeamish viewers out there, like, I guess they'll accept that and be like, okay.
It's probably not even worth watching then. Everybody should probably just wait for the Blu-ray.
That's what I'm thinking right now, honestly.
That way it's uncensored and you can watch it all in one go.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm probably not going to keep watching until the Blu-ray comes out. So
Not a very, like, stream-friendly show.
no, it isn't. I don't know why it's on Crunchyroll like that, but whatever. According to Internet, he was director for Da Capo 3, the guy who's doing Sakura Trick and Hidamari Sketch.
Oh, what else?
Natsu no Arashi.
Oh, yeah, that's a good show.
He's been in for clearly a lot of different companies, because like I'm seeing he also did like Gun Sword and Aquarian Age, which is all like completely different everywhere.
Did he do the show about the girl who said she was from Jupiter or something? Arakawa Under the Bridge?
Nope, doesn't look like it. Where have I heard of that show before?
It's not a bad show, it's okay. This guy, he lives his whole life never owing anybody debts, not even his parents. Like, as soon as he got old enough, his dad's just like, you gotta pay me back for all those years I fed you and changed your diaper.
Yikes.
So he's just like the super strict business guy. And in the first episode, he like loses his pants somehow and he falls off a bridge or something. and he ends up just losing his house, so he just has to live under the bridge with all these weird people.
What the heck?
Just people dressed in, like, one guy's dressed in a Kappa suit, and he just keeps insisting that he is a Kappa. One guy has, like, a star head dress, I guess, and says he's a rock star. One guy can only walk on white lines, so he, like, pushes along one of those little baseball field things everywhere he goes.
There's like a chalk line in front of him all the time.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
It's weird.
There's the super, super tough guy who's dressed up like a nun.
This sounds like Tokyo Godfathers if Satoshi Kon decided to also make it about crazy people, like so many of his other things.
Or make it a comedy.
Tokyo Godfathers was a comedy.
Yeah. But like a funny comedy.
Ouch. Shots fired.
Well, I mean, it had funny parts. It wasn't a comedy, though. The whole point of it was, like, more of, like, a whatever touching story or something.
Yeah.
They had to deliver a baby or something to somebody, right?
Yeah, it was like it has.
So it is Tokyo Godfathers.
No. We're talking about Tokyo.
We're talking about Tokyo Godfathers.
Wait, what? Oh, we are? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. How it's not a comedy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess. I mean, it's... I would still qualify it as a comedy, still. I mean, it is definitely more touching, and...
Listen, it's a thriller.
Don't you start that shit with me again. Okay, moving on.
You know, you like Ace Attorney, right?
Yes. What about it?
Maybe you should try out Wizard Barristers. Have you seen that show?
Oh, please tell me it's worth it. Please tell me it's better than Galilei Dona.
Hey, Galileo.
So far, a little bit. I didn't like I think I've seen 2 episodes, and I didn't like the first one, but then the second one redeemed it.
I will take a little bit better, because Galilei Dona bored the hell out of me.
Wizard Barristers, it seems like it could very well go in the same direction, but it's about, like, courtrooms and, you know, unorthodox courtrooms where you have to run around town and, like, actually solve the case yourself. It's basically like watching, like, a poor man's version of Ace Attorney, but it also has giant robots, so there's that.
Really do want to like this, because, like, I do like this director's other stuff. I liked Kite and I liked Mezzo Forte, but it seems that ever since after that, he's just been doing, like, really mediocre things. Because, like, he did a follow-up to Mezzo Forte called Mezzo DSA, which was just god-awful. And then he did a follow-up to Kite called Kite Liberator, which was really cool and really good, but was, like, just had the biggest fuck you ending ever. So...
Is he the guy creating these or writing these?
Yeah. And then he did Galilei Dona, which was just, like, a really mediocre, boring, don't care about anything at all show. And now I'm hoping Wizard Barristers, like, he doesn't screw it up.
Yeah. So far, one thing that I don't like about it is that she has an annoying, like, little animal sidekick.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I just haven't seen a lot of anime like that lately, which, you know, that's kind of unneeded. You know, she's I guess, a defense attorney, but in their world it's called a wizard barrister, and she defends against wizards who are unjustly accused of crimes. It's basically, in that world, there's humans and wizards, but the wizards have the raw end of the stick. They're like, they have their own little, like Bill of Rights and stuff, and everyone's always thinking that they're going to use their magic powers to get them. So this girl, like, defends them in court.
All right. Sounds like it's worth a shot at the very least.
It's not the best thing. Just because you like Ace Attorney, maybe you should check it out. I don't know if you'll even like it, because it is all girls, and they're kind of sexualized. She never wears appropriate clothing. She's always in some crazy, like, schoolgirl or idol outfit or something stupid, and everyone around them always asks this, like, change your clothes to be more professional. And she's like, these are my battle clothes.
These are my clothes that I wear, so that way Otaku buy my things.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, nothing matches, and she has, like, a dumb frilly skirt and a bunch of socks and, like, 3 jackets and things all over her hair. And even the judge is like, are you wearing that? She's like, these are my battle clothes. And everyone's laughing at her, and she's like, see, the judge is okay with it.
Well, I mean, if Japanese court systems will allow someone to walk in with a whip then really anything should be possible. Why not have battle clothes?
I don't think anybody on the world could tell Francisca what to do.
I don't think so either. If they tried, she would kill them. Well, she wouldn't kill them. She's not a murderer, but she would whip them to hell and back.
She could murder.
What? No, she would not murder.
She
Murder.
could.
No,
Murder.
well, she could, but she won't.
Death. Murder.
No, she doesn't kill anyone. Her
Murder.
dad does, though. But that's... Oh, wait, no. Dad? Yes, Dad.
Yeah, you know, Dad.
Yeah,
I know, Dad.
Dad is dead.
Dad is dead.
You need to play Dual Destinies.
I will, real soon.
Dual Destinies.
You better. I need someone to talk to about this.
Just let me borrow your copy.
I can't. It's a digital thing tied to my 3DS.
Oh, wait, that's right. How much is it?
It's $30.
That's rough. Do they ever have sales or something?
Not really. I mean, I can check.
Why don't you just buy the game normally?
You can't. They did not release it physically.
No,
Maybe-
you did not say they did not release it physically. You just said yours was a digital download.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, I wouldn't
Yeah.
loaded it if like
Well, I
it
didn't
got
know
a
that.
physical release.
I had no way of knowing that.
That's
Are
not,
you saying you would download a digital game, Laven, and pay for it?
No, I'm saying I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. So why would you assume we would?
I don't know.
You taking us for idiots?
Fools. Every last one of you.
Well, that's the thing. They only released it as a digital download, and like they said, like, well, it's because blah 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 stupid reasons that didn't really make a whole lot of sense, and like
know.
they said it was because like it didn't sell well, which was bullshit. Because like I always thought Ace Attorney sold really well.
It's
Like,
bullshit. I bought it.
according to Capcom itself, they said like, yeah, this series has sold really well until Ace Attorney Investigations, in which they said it doesn't sell very well anymore. It's like
I heard the translation was riddled with spelling and grammar errors.
a ton of those.
Wow.
It's not okay.
I made that up.
Okay, there aren't a ton of them, but
Oh.
like they're there and they kind of trip you up at first. But like it's not as bad as like Lux Payne's localization, which was just incompetence on the most extreme scale. But it still needed a good proofreading.
What if it was riddled with riddles?
Then
That's what I want.
They just changed every sentence to a riddle.
That's what I don't want. Things get to turn for the worse.
becomes a case just trying to figure out what everybody's saying.
Yeah, you're like, okay. Every sentence just gets turned into that's the answer to the riddle.
And there's also the DLC case, which is $6, but like I'd say it's
Wow.
worth it.
That's
honestly.
lunch money for 2 days, man.
Well,
Don't eat for 2 days and just buy that $6 pack.
I could go 3.
How long does it take you to play one case?
It took me like 3 or 4 days.
You don't get to play that game while eating food, though. You gotta really space it out.
I think that's one of the games you can play when you're feeling hungry and you
Yeah.
want to eat something. It doesn't require lightning fast reflexes.
I mean, if you're gonna really get into the role of being an attorney and into the court system, you gotta pull a lot of late nights, a lot of Chinese food around your your briefcase and your papers. That's what being an attorney is all about.
Yeah, and apparently you also need to go get magic artifacts that allow you to see the locks on people's hearts and tell about their nervous habits. And
Yeah,
also,
all admissible in a court of law. I mean, I know.
Yeah.
let's go ahead and cross-examine ghosts.
Let's go ahead and do it.
I don't care. Fine.
What are we waiting for?
I want the Ace Attorney manga. I read a chapter of that. It was not bad. I didn't get to see like the resolution of it, but you know, if it's anything like the game, it's probably great.
And it seems all right.
There's a bunch of them too.
How the hell did we get onto Ace Attorney?
Wizard Barrister.
Right.
Watch it maybe. My personal recommendation is not as good as some other shows. Like Sekai Safe Coup. Do you watch that?
No.
It's super goofy and silly.
Hmm.
This loli wants to like take over the world.
Oh,
Did you just pronounce it lowly?
who doesn't?
That's how it is. What do you mean?
Never mind.
What do you say, Patrick?
Say lolly.
Rory.
Lollipop.
Quit lollygagging.
Rory.
So a lolly lady is like, you just imagine her lollygagging all the time, so you call her lolly or lolly. Willis, there's nothing funny about underage women. You need to get it together. You need to pull yourself together right now.
I'm sorry. I just.
I'm not entirely sure what's happening.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm sorry. It's just it's an inside joke. I'm so sorry. Basically,
I don't think there should be any inside jokes when it comes to underage ladies.
There shouldn't be, but there you go. It's life for you.
No, we can't continue until we know the joke.
What?
We can't continue until we know the joke. You can't leave it like that.
So, like, basically, it's just a weird thing. Like, it's just me and my friend. We say, like, I don't know, whenever we end up getting on, like, I don't know, we just sort of quit lollygagging as a sort of, like, really dark, really, like, depressingly sad joke.
Where you're like gagging.
All right, yeah, let's keep this all ages.
Yeah,
So,
okay, let's get off this. See, this is why I didn't want to say it.
Sekai Seifuku is pretty good show. I didn't think I was going to like it, but it's got tons of unique characters, and it's just not taking itself seriously at all. Just another super goofy show. Definitely check that out.
Goofy gravy.
Yay.
And if you guys are looking for something funny, did you ever try that Hozuki no Reitetsu? I don't know what it translates to. It's about everybody. It's set in hell, but like Japanese hell, you know. So they got their own version.
That's different.
It's like the hell in Dragon Ball Z. Heffel.
Edited version.
I don't think you're right, Patrick. I think it's just called Heffel.
It's HFIL. And no, they edited that. But anyways, yeah. That's different, I guess. I'm not seeing one. There's gonna be that thing like Nagi Asu where no one gives you a translation until it's like a third of the way done, and then they finally tell you, oh, Nagi no Asukara means a lull in the sea. And it's like, why couldn't you just call it that?
Well, wouldn't it mean like calm Hozuki or cool-headed Hozuki or something?
Cool-headed
Yeah,
Hozuki.
and just call it that.
Reitetsu.
Reitetsu.
Just call it that then. I don't know why it's so weird that like it's just like it has to be all this whatever.
I don't know either, but you know, usually I like funny shows, but this one was kind of not funny. I only laughed one time in like 3 episodes, and it's super Japanese. Like they reference like all the freaking characters, like the Peach Boy and his dog and his monkey and his peacock. So you have to like know, I guess, how all these people are related or think of each other or something, because they're always like, oh, so and so's coming to visit hell today. Yeah, watch out, he likes to, you know, like pick the flowers.
Like it's gonna be that like really cultural thing where it's like unless you know Japanese culture, you're gonna be completely lost.
Kind of, yeah. But there was one really funny bit where our Satan went to their hell, and
Okay.
he was just kind of freaked out because he was like, oh, because he went there to like scope it out to take it over. He's like, I'll take over Japanese hell, and then Hozuki is so badass, so he decided not to.
That's awesome.
Okay.
It's a good plot. I like this show already.
All right.
Yeah, you might like it because it's not like super outwardly gag funny, but there are funny little parts. Like they're watching TV at lunch, and he's like, I want to win a trip to Australia, and then they have a conversation about that, you know.
All right.
Basically one of the few comedy offerings this season, but I don't know. I didn't find it that funny.
Seems like that's all that's been offered this entire season that we've been talking about are comedies.
Oh, that's what I like. What do you like?
I want to see more dramatic things, honestly.
What's more Sentai?
I just said I want more dramatic things. Sentai isn't
You can't fool me.
always dramatic.
You can't
I mean,
fool
it
me.
can be. I mean, there was Jetman, there was Time Ranger, there was...
Well,
Jackie-
how much do you like the show Inuyasha? Because there's a show just like that this season.
I'm indifferent to Inuyasha. I haven't seen a whole
Don't
lot
lie.
of it, but go ahead.
I can see the look in The crazy twinkle that says, that was my boyhood crush.
I wish I was a middle school girl who had a spirit friend.
I actually have not seen a whole lot of Inuyasha.
He liked to
honestly.
run around pretending he was a demon fox in middle school.
No, seriously, I didn't see a whole lot of it. Like, I heard a lot of other of my friends talking about it and watching it, but like, I never watched it.
All right. Well,
What was the name of the sword?
Tetsaiga?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. The only thing I can remember is the name of his brother, because he yelled that every single episode. I swear to God.
Naraku?
Oh.
No, he's the bad guy, right?
And
Oh,
he's
I
the
thought
guy-
that was his brother.
Who's his brother? I'm trying to think. of who that-
Sashomaru.
Oh, Sashomaru.
He's his brother?
Yeah,
Right.
I think. I don't. He looks just like him.
You know who else doesn't look like... Okay, this doesn't have anything to do with that, but it has to do with Inuyasha. It always pissed me off where they constantly compared how Kagome and that other lady looked the same, and I never thought that their character designs even looked the same.
What I noticed based on little Inuyasha I've seen is that the other thing that he says all the time is wind scar.
He does say that.
Is that his move or something?
It's his move. It's his move. He's like, wind scar!
Oh, I thought it had like a long Japanese name or something. I think he has a bunch of moves. I think he powers up later or something. Maybe I missed that one. One of them, he swings the sword and like a tornado pops out, I think.
That's true. My favorite part of the whole show is when Kagome yells, sit, and then he sits down.
My favorite part is when the priest has a black hole in his hand, which can basically defeat anybody, you know, because it's a black hole. But the one thing it can't defeat is bees. So after like one episode of him showing off his power, every single fight, just somebody would like release bees, and he'd just be like, "Oh, I can't use it. There's bees around."
My favorite part is when Yusuke came back from his training and then he used the shotgun blast, and like he had like a spirit shotgun now.
I forgot. I changed my favorite part to that part.
Me too.
And then he learned the spirit wave, and then Hiei turned his right arm into a giant black dragon.
Well, that
Oh,
wasn't... was when Jean came in with the grappler ship and then just threw them into space and they couldn't breathe and they died.
And then he blew up the moon so he couldn't turn into a monkey anymore.
That's true. Well, that's before Vash blew up the moon with his angel arm. But also...
That's before Dr. Eggman blew up the moon to
Yeah,
piss
also-
Sonic off.
Catra stole Wing Zero and blew up a colony.
Well, that was disgraceful. I mean, Amuro was very disappointed.
We're just going into Toonami flashbacks now, so I think we should probably end it there.
I can't believe the moon came back in time to turn into the anti-spiral.
I can't believe the spiral made them so unpopular.
I can't believe that their unpopularity grew two giant robots out of some prepubescent boy's forehead.
Can't believe we're still talking about this bullshit.
I can't believe my little sister is this unpopular.
I can't believe my little sister is Catra.
I can't believe my little sister exists.
I can't believe you have a little sister.
I don't.
Well, I
Thumbs
can't believe it's not butter.
But it was butter.
It's not my fault that it's not butter. That should be the new product.
It's not my fault that it's not butter. All right.
She got with the nai butter. I'm not. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the commercial.
That was probably the perfect place
Yeah,
to end it.
get a grunge band to do it.
That's metalcore, not grunge.
Whatever, whichever. I think we should probably wrap it up though.
Yeah, let's end it.
All right, you anime fiends.
That's us.
That's us. We're the Anibros, not the anime fiends.
That's specifically my brother's podcast. We are not anime fiends. Please do not call us the anime fiends.
We're not affiliated with them.
We definitely do not think their jokes are funny.
時間がないの今何時結構時刻の5分前急いでないの今大事ときめきに気づく5分前
AnimeFiend.com.
That is not our website, by the way. Don't go to that.
Yeah,
All right.
quit making up websites. Every time you say a URL, we have to buy it. That's the way the law works.
PatrickHatesHorse.com.
Oh, there you go.
That's ours now.
「